Hi, what's going on, everyone? It's Andy Singer with the Heartland Institute, bringing you more from climaterealism.com. So today we are going to talk about why it is imperative that we fight against climate change alarmism. And seriously, like, we should push back against faulty science in general, but climate change alarmism is up there. I would rather fight climate change alarmists than flat earthers, because flat earthers don't threaten us. They may be wrong, and they may be any adjective I followed that up with was going to be highly insulting. They may be wrong, but like, seriously, climate change alarmism is the issue of our time. And the reason is that, and I truly believe this, and I'm not being hyperbolic, climate change alarmism is the conduit for socialism in America. It really is. And we're seeing it happen right now. I'm not just saying, here's what I think will happen. It's happening right now. And it started with the Green New Deal. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC, to keep it simple, and the Green New Deal. All right, so I know most of you already know about the Green New Deal, but let me just briefly go into what it is. So the Green New Deal is a takeover of the economy. It is exactly that, and I will prove that in a moment. But for now, what does that mean? Well, it essentially means that we move society away from fossil fuels and towards 100% renewable energy. Doing that requires a government takeover of the energy sector and a government takeover of sectors that use the most energy. What sectors are these? Well, three: transportation, manufacturing, and agriculture. So we will need the government to take over that. But the Green New Deal promised more. It promised essentially free higher education, free healthcare, a jobs guarantee, and payments for those unable or, and I quote, unwilling to work. They said that. They've really said that, and they tried to walk it back, but you can't walk it back once it's said. So that is what the Green New Deal is. Now, for what it actually means and what it's intended for, I would say it myself, but I would rather hear from AOC's chief of staff during the time of the Green New Deal. And his name is Shoykat Chakrabarty. Let's see what he had to say. I quote, "The interesting thing about the Green New Deal is it wasn't originally a climate thing at all. Do you guys think of it as a climate thing? Because we really think of it as a how do you change the entire economy thing." All right, he flat out said it. The Green New Deal was not designed to be an environmental thing. It was designed to be a takeover of the entire United States economy to move us towards socialism. Is it takeover of the energy sector, of the healthcare sector, of education, of agriculture, of manufacturing, of everything to move us to socialism? And it's not just him that said it. Look, here's what I got for you. I have Robert Hockett, a advisor to AOC who helped on the Green New Deal. He joined Tucker Carlson, and he had this to say.
And of course, individuals can't do that, right? So in that sense, the government is acting like a kind of orchestra conductor here. We're trying to coordinate some of that stuff that can only be centrally coordinated and then enable everybody to act individually within that framework, right?
What more do I have to say? I mean, he's essentially saying we need to build a new framework for America for people to act within. You can just say, oh, yeah, we're going to build a socialist America, and then you can act within that. That's what a framework is. It's not just some new capitalist system. It is a socialist America that then you are allowed to act within. This is why we need to fight climate alarmism. It is not just about the climate. It's really not. And if it is about the climate, as I said in the past, we care about the environment. If things are bad for the environment, we should fight against that. But what we should not do is fight for the socialist takeover of America. And that's what this is. That's literally why it's so important to fight against climate change alarmism. It is the conduit that AOC is using, that Nancy Pelosi is using, that Joe Biden is using, and Kamala Harris was a co-sponsor of the Green New Deal. Joe Biden's running mate was the co-sponsor in the Senate of the Green New Deal. It's obvious. It is obvious. This is the conduit to socialism. I literally don't know what else to say. So I'll leave it at that. Until tomorrow, it's Andy Singer with the Heartland Institute. Peace.